Casino del Sol Stadium. Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Arizona Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
I caught up with Arizona's head coach pregame. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Colorado's offense will go on the attack first. Richard Young churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Right back to the well. Just smothered on the play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. It's not the end of the world. This is not one of those be-all, end-all games that we used to have in a different era. But certainly for the winner, clear shot at a conference title and perhaps a spot in the college football playoff and a bye.
I love it. It's a great show-me week. A lot of adrenaline, a lot of emotion. Like both these squads, really, really good football teams in really good positions in their conference. But Jesse, after today, there can only be one and one.
Yeah, the picture's going to change, no doubt about it. These two teams both, though, believe they're the best in conference play. Nobody's beat them yet, and they believe they're the man in the conference. So we're going to learn a lot. By the time this game is over, who is the best in conference play?
Here comes the noise of this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down. Trying to get through the noise, it's Lewis. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Left side is Coleman Williams. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Young. And he's brought down after a short gain. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals spill out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. We got to do it again today.
And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Wildcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, with the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around, they use him. Sometimes he blocks, sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman, sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him.
Open field on the right. The 40. Electrifying play. And man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Still looking. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Runs through a tackle. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. On the gun on third down, Lewis. Fires to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Young. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Straight ahead, it's Bellamy. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll ride the hot hand. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The handoff. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Throwing, Lewis. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives with points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
The Wildcat is headed quickly to the line.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest.
Snags it and he's open. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
that's not a bad 3 plays in a row. Palmer, you probably never did that in your life, but 3 plays, 3 completions, like he's seeing it very quickly. Good protection up front, finding his receivers, and that's 3 explosive plays in a row.
Fires complete on the crosser. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. On 1st and goal, let's see what Arizona does. Pulls it. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative.
Touchdown, Arizona! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you've got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Lewis fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to
Makes the catch, and he's free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
On the run, it's Young.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Sees a crease. Oh, he's got some space. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Buffaloes are rolling down the field. Here's Lewis to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
How about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop in coverage. You don't get many balls thrown your way, but when you do, you want to make sure you take advantage, showing off the athletic ability, showing the hands. The big defensive lineman comes up with the INT.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Just feeds the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Fires downfield. Right side, it's Spivey. A huge play there. They finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Rios. The throw. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He'll set up to throw. Working that wide receiver screen. Breaks free, and he might be gone. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Arizona lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal. From the gun. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Trying to barrel in. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. Throwing, Lewis. Out wide left, it's Danzy. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Lewis from the gun on third down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The run inside. It's Palmer. He just threw his nose right into the middle of the pile and was stopped right at the line of scrimmage. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 3 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. And now over to your game at Casino del Sol Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Buffaloes head coach at the half. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Rios. Left side is Richardson. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Burrowing for yardage. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it there.
The unproductive first down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Man, those last 2 plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. He's looking downfield to throw. Out wide right, it's Palmer. They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Lewis. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lewis wants to pass. Under pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Lewis to throw. Rushes on. Avoids the pressure and gets away. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. Here's Lewis. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Fourth down, Lewis. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
Some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, what I can see here on the Arizona sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Second and long here. Gonna run it. It's Palmer. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the...
Turns it on down the left side. The tag. Touchdown, Arizona. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Buys time to his left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking. Coverage.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Buffaloes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
And I guess he didn't watch the tape from a week ago. Because when you threw at this guy last week, he made big plays. He had 2 picks a week ago. They try him early in this football game, and it's the exact same result. You better be wary when you go after that young man.
The Arizona offense coming onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Finds his man. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Lets it develop. It's Palmer. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
After getting 4 sacks last game, this defense really is trying to create an identity as being one of the better pass rushing units in the entire country. Haven't really seen that, though, in this game so far until that last play. Now let's see how that affects the rest of this game.
Looking downfield, it's Rios. Got it on the outside. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this 3rd quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Cuts it upfield. It's Young. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Out wide left, it's Williams. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense takes matters into its own hands. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Going for it all. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man down the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. He wants to throw it again. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Racing to the right. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. All over him immediately.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's changing the play. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Unloads to the wideout. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration. Turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic. And that is a big hit. And that's a hit that I'm going, listen, if I'm the OC, I'm the head coach, I don't want to take many of those. I want to run the RPOs and I want to run my quarterback. But, Palmer, I got to understand the difference between the critical situations when I want him to take hits and the other times when I want him to take a slide.
Yeah, you got to live to play another day. If you're this quarterback right now, you know this defense, their eyes are lighting up every time they see you take off and run. They know they're going to get those opportunities.
Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Coming out with it, it's Bowie. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the... They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column,